Alright guys, we're going to have a quick look at, oh excuse me, let me just adjust my chair. Oh, what's this game called? I've forgotten. Oh, Life is Strange, remastered. So, it's only a quick one to see how it goes. I think this one's going to be replacing the other game what I played recently. The girl Soul Twin Selves, is it? About the girl with Aiden. The girl who's got powers. This is gonna be the next game up. Chrysalis. So let's do this, as they say. No, that's an old camera. Life is Strange.
Where am I? What's happening? I'm trapped in a storm? How did I get here? And where is here? Wait, there's the lighthouse. I'll be safe if I can make it there. I hope. Please let me make it there.
Why is it every time I'm playing the game, them little lizards start squeaking? Oh, is it a typhoon? Not a typhoon. What is that? Tornado. Is it? Scary.
Come on, Max. You can make it. Holy shit.
That looks a bit intimidating, a bit scary, doesn't it? No! Oops.
Whoa. That was so surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time. But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I'm okay.
From light to shadow. From color to chiaroscuro. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black and white?
I didn't fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless faces, you feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh, shh, shh. Keep that to yourself. Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. And any one of you could do that to me.
Drag mouse.
Isn't that too easy? Too obvious? What if Arbus chose to capture people at the height of their beauty or innocence? She had a brilliant eye, so she could have taken another approach.
That's what I'm doing.
I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of her work. I prefer Robert Frank.
Me too, Victoria. He captured the essence of post-war beat America. And there was honesty about the economic conditions of the era. But a beauty in the struggle. You don't have beauty without a beat. Which explains why Frank was Kerouac's photographic muse. And both were the great chroniclers of the 1950s. Well, we've all seen that iconic shot of Kerouac on the balcony. And if you haven't, shame, shame. Capturing the romantic urban solitude of the 20th century poet. You dig?
That's what I'm doing.
Now, contrast Frank's stark Americana with Salvador Dali's surrealist photographs. Like Cocteau, he was a true Renaissance man. And his famous self-portraits are famous early examples of that truly awful word you pesky kids love so much. The selfie. And it's a great tradition, and I wholeheartedly fight for your right to self-expression. Or selfie expression. Sorry, I know. So if anybody wants to question the portrait as modern narcissism, they could go back hundreds of years to blame society. Speaking of questions, I bet you thought I'd talk all the way until the bell rang. It's your turn to lecture us. Now, based on the chapters I have no doubt you all memorized, who can tell me the name of the actual process that led to the birth of the self-portrait?
I'm actually doing what he says. It's not...
This does not bode well.
Hold left button, mouse button, drag mouse.
Just jump right in with an answer.
Look.
This was in the chapters you read. You did read the chapters, right?
That's what I'm doing.
Your silence is deafening.
It's not letting me do anything.
If this were a photo, I'd call it a still life.
It's not letting me do anything. Hold left mouse button, drag mouse towards look.
Anybody? This does not bode well.
Is it a mouse problem again?
Just jump right in with an answer.
Sometimes it's the mouse that I'm using. Let me just try another mouse.
This was in the chapters you read.
Oh, sure. Nope, it's not that. Oops.
You did read the chapters, right?
It's actually not letting me go any further.
Your silence is deafening.
Shut up. Reload the last checkpoint, right?
Whoa. That was so surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time. But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I'm okay.
From light to shadow. From color to Kcin. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black
I
and
didn't
white?
fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless faces, you feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit.
Hold mouse button down, drag mouse
Keep that to yourself.
towards look.
Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. And any one of you could do that to me. Isn't that too easy? Too obvious? What if Arbus chose to capture people at the height of their beauty or innocence? She had a brilliant eye, so she could have taken another approach.
I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of her
Not letting
work.
me do it. Why is it not?
I prefer Robert Frank.
Me too, Victoria. He captured the essence of post-war beat America, and there was honesty about the economic conditions of the era, but a beauty in the...
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson? I can hear the class laughing at me now.
Finally got there. Have I got a double?
struggle. You don't have beauty without a beat. Which explains why Frank was
I
Kerouac's
should take a
photograph.
picture to prove I'm still here. Plus, it's perfect for my portfolio. And I have to get my daily selfie quota.
That iconic shot of Kerouac on the balcony.
Well, that's an
And if you
old
haven't,
one, isn't it?
shame.
Bit of a Polaroid.
Capturing the room.
Slap.
I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
You're asking me? Let me think.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria. The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype self-portrait was done by Robert.
I can't believe I still have this pencil case.
You can
I should
find out
upgrade to the
all about
21st
it
century.
in your textbook.
But
or
I like it
even
old school.
online. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Victoria doesn't wait. Even her school books are gift wrapped. I can't believe she made fun of me in class. What is she, 15 years old? Of course, Victoria has to have the bestest, newest, most expensive everything.
I just really think Everyday Heroes is an important cultural event, and I want to represent...
It's by participating, by putting yourself out there in the world. Now, no matter who wins, this is just a bump on a bigger road.
Oh no, man, she photographs has got.
Of course, Victoria has to have the bestest, newest, most expensive everything.
Everybody should take
Totally.
shit.
Hi, Kate.
Oh. Hi, Max.
Kate, I hope I didn't embarrass you with my lame answer.
It sucks to be dragged into the spotlight.
Unless you're Victoria.
She's got nothing on you, Max. Well, I should get going.
Yeah, me too. Talk to you later.
Sure.
Oh, that looks a bit,
Obviously, Blackwell spent bank on the computers here.
Shall we hack it? Can you hack it?
Obviously, Blackwell spent bank on the computers here. Looks like somebody was already working on this. Cool.
Alright.
That printer is amazing. I'd love to see how it reproduces my pictures. I could pump out a whole gallery show with that thing. When I don't suck. Someday. Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
Do I have to? I just don't think it's that big a deal.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar. Now, I know it's a drag to hear some old dude lecture you, but life won't wait for you to play catch-up. You're young, the world is yours, blah, 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 right? But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift with others. And that's what separates the artist from the amateur.
Not talking to her, she's a cow. It's a TV.
Man, he even has the best plasma HDTV for a class monitor. Can't wait to watch some more documentaries on this bad boy.
You didn't tell me how cute I looked yet.
I was about to. You
Welcome to the real world.
Just cute? Then I might send you a special picture during class.
What's the point of even coming to class? Everybody to see how hip she is.
She plays it so sharp.
I need a serious timeout in the bathroom. Splash water on my face and make sure I don't look like a total loser.
Square Enix. They're the ones that did the late Tomb Raiders.
She's so
after
fucking
everything,
shy.
innit?
She took selfies with a giant camera.
Oh, I thought she had black eyes then. Evan, I got a nephew called Evan.
These missing persons posters are popping up everywhere. These missing persons posters are popping up everywhere. I shouldn't be so stingy with my blood.
Oops. Is that a vampire kind of thing, I think?
I love that picture of Mom and Dad. Hello, Jack. Kiss, kiss.
What's that? Dad's got
Andy,
a beard,
you look
Mum's got a
totally
beard.
fabulous, as usual.
You remember that it's payday?
vending machines.
You can never have enough ghosts and skeletons in the hall.
You know, drink water, sorry, excuse me.
They should just call it a sugar machine. That would be awesome if you put money in there and a bag of sugar dropped out. Oh, I can hardly wait to never be too cool like Nathan and Victoria. Lame.
Lame. Huh? Excuse me. Pardon me for yawning. No, you can't go in the men's toilets. Can you go out? No.
Empty. Good. Nobody can see my meltdown. Except for me. The last time I got a flu shot, I got the flu. Fuck you.
Last time you get the flu shot, you get ill. Very ill.
Just relax. Stop torturing yourself. You have a gift. Fuck it. When a door closes, a window opens. Or something like that.
You see the all-seeing eye,
Okay, girl, you don't get a photo op like this every day.
Illuminati. Look. Illuminati, Illuminati.
This poster must drive people to have sex.
Right. Oh. What's the lad doing in there?
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss. So what do you want?
I hope you checked the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
That's my family, not me.
Oh, boo-hoo, poor little rich kid. I know you've been pumping drugs and shit to kids around here. I bet your respectable family would help me out if I went to them. Man, I can see the headlines now.
Leave them out of this bitch!
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do! I'm so sick of people trying to control me!
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho! No!
Oops.
Whoa. What the fuck? How can that be? I was in the bathroom.
Guys, that's the
He shot that poor girl.
So
I held up my hand, and then I was back